My name is John Neiman. I'm in the appellate practice group at Maynard Nexsen, and I work out of our office in Birmingham, Alabama. For the last 18 months, I've had the honor of representing the National Small Business Association and one of its members, an Alabama realtor named Isaac Winkles, in a constitutional challenge to a federal law called the Corporate Transparency Act. On March 1, just a couple of weeks ago, the federal district court where we filed this case declared the act unconstitutional. We've put together this video to share a little bit about these developments with you. I'm representing the NSBA and Mr. Winkles alongside an excellent lawyer and an old friend named Tom Lee. Tom is at the Hughes Hubbard firm in New York. 25 years ago, he and I were classmates at Harvard Law. 2 years later, we were working together at the Supreme Court. He was a clerk for Justice Souter. I was a clerk for Justice Kennedy. When you're a student learning about big constitutional cases in law school, or you're a clerk watching your judge or justice grapple with big constitutional issues, you dream of one day maybe defending your own client's rights in those same courts. Maybe, if you're lucky, alongside your fellow students or the co-clerks you're learning the law with. So it's a real thrill to now be working with Tom, advancing these claims in the courts for NSBA and Mr. Winkles. It took no little courage for NSBA and Mr. Winkles to challenge the Corporate Transparency Act. This law was extremely popular in Congress when it first passed, but it also raised tremendous concerns to many ordinary Americans because of the threat that this law poses to privacy. With some exceptions, this act applies to any person who goes through their local state Secretary of State and forms an LLC or similar type entity. The act provides that if you go through that process, you'd have to then provide the federal government sensitive personal information about yourself. That information includes your address, your birth date, an image of your photo ID. The government puts that information into a database that it uses for criminal investigations and prosecutions. The government can then share that information with other governments, including foreign governments. And this all happens regardless of the reason you form that LLC or other entity. Maybe you're doing it for estate planning for your family. Maybe you're using that LLC to hold a piece of land that your family owns. Maybe you're just trying to start a new business. It doesn't matter. This act says that if you don't hand over your personal information to the federal government, you've committed a crime and you can go to prison. There are a bunch of reasons this law is unconstitutional. We are extremely happy that the district court has enjoined its enforcement against the NSBA and Mr. Winkles. But this story is likely going to be a trilogy, and this decision was likely just part one. Part two is going to unfold in the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, where my practice group at Maynard Nexsen litigates all the time. And it's entirely possible that this trilogy is going to end in the same place where Tom Lee and I were working all those years ago, in the Supreme Court. So maybe the right way to end this video is with words across the bottom of the screen that say, "To be continued." In the meantime, if you have questions about the case or the Corporate Transparency Act, please don't hesitate to reach out.